I can't help myself also because I love to bet the board in college footpall. Colorado minus 11 against Utah. Tom Brady's deflated balls. It's a deflated spot for the Utes. Colorado minus 11. Easy. Pitt in the Primanti brothers spot. Hero spot. Not just a sandwich. This is a hero. This is a sub. It's a hoagie. It's a grinder, etc. Clemson minus 11 and a half at Pitt. Syracuse. But we like Justin Wilcox as a dog. I don't know if I like him laying a lot of points. Syracuse and Fran Brown. My guy's got a shower. Can't be walking around smelling like ass. Syracuse plus 10 on the road at Cal. Penn State, I think, just continues the misery for Purdue. Nittany Lions laying 28.5 on the road at Purdue. Georgia, in the Kirby Smarts and absolute maniac spot. Georgia laying 9.5 against Tennessee. And I think that we get our answer in the Big 12, or at least more clarity tomorrow, when Colorado wins and covers against Utah, and Rock, Chalk, Jayhawk, Kansas wins outright. Kansas money line. Not the two. I don't need the 2. And I might sell points in Kansas minus 6.5. I don't need the points. I'll lay them. Rock, Chalk, Jayhawk, Kansas to win, Femi, against BYU. Your college bets for the weekend here. Phenomenal Football Friday on You Better You Bet.
Awesome. We'll start with the marquee game, Tennessee at Georgia. I like Georgia as well. I think the Bulldogs, Kirby Smart's been showing those playoff rankings all week long. He's getting his team motivated, and he's also probably just showing the film of the Ole Miss game. He doesn't need the playoff rankings to kind of like drum up some like fake motivation. He can just tell his team, hey, you guys got drilled, and if you lose another game, you might be out. I think the Georgia Bulldogs will be ready to roll at home between the hedges. I'll lay the 9.5. I'll go opposite of you, Nick. I think BYU is going to win the game. I don't want to lay the 2.5. I'm just going to bet money line. It's minus 135 right now. I'm going to wait because I think more people are going to bet Kansas because everyone's been dying to fade BYU because they look fraudulent. I think this BYU season might be like TCU's, where they ran the table in the regular season and they ultimately lost in the Big 12 title game. The TCU team from a couple years ago, they seem like that horseshoe kind of team this year where all the luck is in their favor. Should never have beat Utah. They found a way to do it. I think they find a way to beat Kansas, and then Colorado beats them in the Big 12 title game at AT&T Stadium. I'll also lay the 3.5 with LSU. Like, this looks like a spot where, you might want to back the Gators. LSU could be let down after getting blown out by Alabama. Brian Kelly destroys bad teams. He destroys bad coaches. What's Florida? Bad team. What's Billy Napier? Bad coach. Lay the 3.5 with LSU. Also, in terms of these spots, look-ahead spot, I'll back Northwestern plus 28.5 against Ohio State. Buckeyes have Indiana and Michigan the next couple of weeks. I'll also lay the 10.5 or 11 with Colorado. Massive, massive letdown for Utah. I think it's a double-cross spot. I'll lay the 11.5 with Clemson. It looks like it's great to get Narduzzi with all those points at home. I think Pitt's just absolutely done after the last couple of weeks, losing to SMU, losing to Virginia. Like, they're done. I'll lay the 11.5 with Clemson. BYOG, bring your own guts. I'll take the 22.5 with Virginia. I think Notre Dame is looking ahead to their game against Army. Massive, massive showdown for the Independents and the American. I think Notre Dame might be looking ahead. And whenever you want to love and buy in on Marcus Freeman, that's when he disappoints you. And then finally, Boston College plus 19 against SMU in the too close to the sun spot. Mustangs have been flying high. Everyone loves them. Unbeaten in the ACC. I think they have like a little bit of a letdown, not a letdown performance, but like a sloppy performance. So I'll take BC and Bill O'Brien plus the 19. That's my college football card for the week.
I just want to add, I'm going to bet BC also. Yeah, I like BC also. It's Bill O'Brien getting all those points. I'm with Femi on BC. Oh, yeah. Jake, go next here. Your college football bets, and then we'll close with Tyler.
I'm with you guys on Colorado, and I'm with you on Georgia for all the reasons you said. I'm going to go with the against Florida. I'm going to lay it with LSU in the Florida please just let us die spot because, God, they're terrible, and they've been getting steamrolled. And I'm also going to go with, I was talking to our guy, Real Reed Wallach, earlier this week. It's a gross spot, but he really likes Troy, so I'm going to tail him on that, and I'm just going to go with Troy. In the follow Reed Wallach spot, I'm going to go with him on that. And then Mizzou, I'm going to fade them. I'm going to lay with South Carolina as well. They've been playing really well lately, and this is the Mizzou lay down in traffic spot, deer in headlight spot.
The lay down in traffic. Why were you talking with Reed?
Because he is going to be on early odds with me tomorrow on 670 The Score at 8 a.m. Central.
That was nice. I didn't even know that was leading into a pub. I liked that. And we'll check that out tomorrow morning on 670 The Score. I won't. I'll be sleeping, hopefully. But everyone else should check it out if you don't have a young child. Tyler, what do you have for us in college football this weekend, including the props?
Parlay is Nebraska money line, Dylan Raiola over 250 yards, and Raiola 3+ passing touchdowns. I obviously think Nebraska's going to win. And the new OC tells me they're going to let him sling it because they want him to stay. That's 20-1. So there's the same game parlay against USC. I agree with you on this Boston College game. I bet them at 18.5. I'm going to start coining the backup quarterbacks coming in and starting as like the new QB who this spot. Because Castellanos got benched, Thomas Castellanos, and he hit the portal. Grayson James will be starting. And you know what I like to do in college? I like to bet the backup quarterback. So let's get Boston College plus 18.5. I like Georgia minus 9.5 against Tennessee. I actually hope Nico plays. I feel like this will be better for Georgia. The reports are he's been he's been injured, and I don't know why they're going to play him this game. I mean, they need to win, but I think Georgia could lay it on in this game. So let's get Georgia minus 9.5. I said Nebraska plus 7.5 and Nebraska money line. I love it. You want to parlay Nebraska money line with Franz Wagner? That's 100-1 to win most improved. I love that. In this Colorado game, I have a kind of different kind of handicap for this. I took the under 44.5. I don't think it's like a guarantee like Utah scores like multiple touchdowns. Isaac Wilson starting again. Brendan Rose started last week for BYU. He's out for the year. So now they're down 2 quarterbacks, and they're going to bring back Isaac Wilson. I think the only way we lose is if Colorado runs it up and like Utah just quits. So I'm going to take under 44.5 in that game.